Hey, my brilliant story explorers, welcome back to Story Hour. Today's tale is a brand new fairy story, filled with wonder, courage, ancient magic, and a twist that'll hit you right in the feels. Get cozy, breathe in that adventure energy, and let's roll into this enchanted world. And don't forget to like and subscribe the channel for more story. Let's begin. Title: The Lantern of Lyria. Chapter 1. The Quiet Village of Ashwillow. In the valley of Ashwillow, where the air always smelled like warm bread and honey, everyone knew one truth. Once the sun fell, the forest of Lyria must never be entered. Parents said the forest whispered. Grandparents said it remembered. And old legends said its magic had been sleeping for hundreds of years, waiting for something, or someone. In this peaceful village lived Mara, a small girl with a wild imagination and a heart that refused to follow quiet rules. She wore her curls like a crown and kept a satchel filled with pencils, string, and dreams way too big for her tiny hands. Her grandmother often told her stories about Lyria, about glowing creatures, ancient lanterns, and a forgotten guardian who protected all living things. Magic only fades when humans stop believing, Grandma would whisper. Mara believed. Oh yes, she believed with her whole chest. Chapter 2. The Lantern Calls. One night, while the moon shone pale like a silver coin, Mara stood at her window. That's when she saw it. A light deep in the forest. Soft, golden, flickering, like a lantern waving gently in the dark. Impossible, she breathed. But something inside her tugged, like curiosity grabbing her by the sleeve saying, "Come on, we gotta check this out." So she packed her satchel, tiptoed past sleeping houses, and stepped into the forest forbidden to everyone except, apparently, her courage. The deeper she walked, the louder the whispers became. Not scary whispers. More like the trees were gossiping about her, giggling leaves and rustling branches. At the heart of the path lay a lantern, tall, ancient, and glowing. Not with fire, not with magic she recognized, but with hope. When she touched it, the forest exhaled. Chapter 3. Lyria Awakens. The lantern burst into shimmering light, swirling around Mara like a warm breeze. And then the impossible happened. A creature made of leaves, vines, and light stepped from the trees. "I am Oral, guardian of Lyria," it said, bowing with grace older than time. Mara swallowed hard. "People said you were just a bedtime story." Oral chuckled. "Like wind chimes dancing. Stories keep truth alive. But truth fades when humans turn away from wonder." The lantern dimmed in Oral's hands. "My power sleeps because the world's belief in magic has grown thin. If the lantern goes dark, Lyria will fall silent forever." Mara looked around. The trees drooped. Flowers dimmed. Even the air felt tired. "What can I do?" she asked. "You still believe," Oral said. "That alone makes you powerful." Chapter 4. The Trial of Hearts. Oral told her that to relight the Lantern of Lyria, she must complete 3 trials. Each trial tested a different part of her heart. Trial 1. The Bridge of Echoes. Courage. Mara had to cross a stone bridge that repeated her fears back at her. "You're too small. You can't save anything. You're just a child." Her knees shook, but she kept moving. She whispered, "Fear talks loud, but it doesn't get to drive." The bridge lit beneath her feet. Trial 1 passed. Trial 2. The Meadow of Mirrors. Kindness. Here, shimmering animals made of glass wandered, cracked and chipped. Not dangerous, just broken. Mara knelt and gently repaired them with the string and bandages from her satchel. One by one, they shimmered back to life. Trial 2 passed. Trial 3. The Starless Cavern, Imagination. The cave was pitch black. Not a dot of light. But Mara didn't panic. She pulled out her pencils and drew stars on the cave walls, bright, hopeful shapes. And then, unbelievably, the drawings began to glow. The cave glittered like the night sky reborn. Trial 3 passed. Chapter 5. The Lantern Lives. Oral lifted the lantern once more. Place your hand on it, he said. Mara did, and the lantern burst into brilliant life, shining brighter than the moon. Color poured into the forest. Flowers bloomed instantly. Streams burst into song. Even the shadows danced with joy. Oral bowed deeply. You've restored Lyria, not with strength, but with bravery, kindness, and imagination. Mara felt her heart expand like a sunrise. Will everyone believe again? She asked. Oral smiled gently. Belief starts with one spark. You are the spark. Chapter 6. The Girl Who Carried Wonder Home. When Mara returned to Ashwillow, the morning sun was rising. No one knew where she'd been. No one knew what she'd done. But they noticed something. Flowers bloomed brighter when she walked by. Wind chimes played music no breeze could explain. And at night, children swore they saw a warm golden light drifting from the forest. Magic had returned. Because Mara believed. And through her, others began to believe too. Lyria lived again. Quiet but powerful, hidden yet present, watching over the world with soft, glowing eyes. And Mara, she grew into the village's storyteller, the keeper of wonder, the guardian of belief, the spark that lit a sleeping world. Because once you've carried magic, you never really put it down. That's a wrap, adventurers. Mara's journey hit deep, and the forest of Lyria. Straight vibes. If you took anything from this story, let it be this. Imagination is a superpower, use it boldly. Catch you next time for another magical tale.